Hello and welcome to another year in review video. This one is for 1936, which saw 32 cartoons released by Warner Brothers. As always, I will go over the following points: the overview of the year, my overall thoughts, my favourite cartoons, my least favourite cartoons, the funniest and weirdest animated moments of the year, plus a conclusion. If you haven't done so already, consider subscribing to the channel and give this video a like if you do like it. But for now, let's get on to it. As always, let's go through the list of cartoons released this year, starting with I Wanna Play House, The Fire Alarm, The Phantom Ship, The Cat Came Back,
Listen, children. The cat's come back with a litter of her kittens. Now you've got to beware.
Boom Boom, Page Miss Glory,
Why, Page Miss Glory.
Alpine Antics,
Each morning she'd rise and for exercise she'd skate 50 miles in the breeze.
The Blowout, I'm a Big Shot Now,
Be a softy, but I swore I'd be a toughie, and I did it. Baby, and how? I'm a little big shot now.
Westward Whoa, Plain Dippy, Let It Be Me,
Your heart away, let it be.
I'd Love to Take Orders From You,
I'll cook the stew.
Well, come on, Dad. I'll take orders from you.
Fish Tales, Bingo Crosbyana,
He puts the sim in syncopate. Santa banana, he's great. Bingo Claudiana.
Shanghai Shipmates, When I Yoo-Hoo,
When I'd yoo-hoo in the valley to my Lulu in the hill, she would answer with her yodel-ay-hoo.
Porky's Pet, I Love to Singer,
I love to sing about the moon and the June and the springer. I love to sing about a sky of blue or tea for two.
Porky the Rainmaker,
dollar and buy them animals some feed.
Once a week,
Sunday Go to Meeting Time,
and wear a great big smile as I take you down the aisle. When it's Sunday, go to meeting time.
Porky's Poultry Plant,
Oh, boy, what a day.
At Your Service Madame,
I approach you, madame, my chickadee, just as meek as a lamb, yeah. Just to tell you I'm always, at your service, madame.
Toy Town Hall,
I take great pleasure in introducing
Oh,
a number of...
Mr. Gowan. Hello.
Milk and Money,
And if you don't have the money by tomorrow at 3 o'clock, I take the farm.
Porky's Moving Day, Boulevardier from the Bronx,
I'm a ball and a Batman, a tux and top hat man, a boulevardier from the front.
Don't Look Now,
Don't look now, but take it from me. When I shoot my arrow, see how happy they'll be.
Little Bo Porky, The Cuckoo Nut Grove,
Salutations, you guys and gals. This is the old maestro and all the land.
The Village Smithy,
From morn till night, you can hear his bellows blow.
Up and down from morn till night. Up and down, faster, faster. Up and down, 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 up and down.
And Porky in the North Woods.
Oh, Porky, I'm so glad you came.
Oh, still, Benny. I'll get you out.
Be careful, Porky. Be careful.
Uh-oh, another one.
1935 ended with a major change of Tex Avery arriving at the studio, and it would be this change that planted the seeds for the Looney Tunes to finally have its own identity from 1936 onwards. Avery would continue directing many of their Porky cartoons this year with his trademark sense of humour. Not only that, he would also direct some Merry Melodies in a few shorts that were slower in pace, but will once again contain that trademark humour. Two Merry Melody shorts in particular which Tex directed are notable for being considered some of the best Looney Tunes ever made. Page Miss Glory was unlike anything that had been done at the studio at the time, and I Love to Singer would delight audiences for many years with its catchy tune.
I say, boy, Page Miss Glory.
And yet again, there would be a few directing change-ups this year. Jack King would start the year as he did prior, directing Porky shorts. However, due to Leon Schlesinger not allowing him to direct colour shorts, which was something he wanted to do, King left the studio and went back to Disney with his last straw being Porky's Moving Day. Taking over for Jack King's unit would be Frank Tashlin, who had animated at the Leon Schlesinger studio since it had opened, but had then left and then came back in 1936. Tashlin would incorporate fast gags similar to the gags in Tex Avery's shorts, but would also include more cinematic angles and an unusually high number of fast cuts. They would be considered more focused than King's efforts. Friz Freleng would only direct Merry Melodies cartoons this year, just as he did in 1935. However, his shorts began to move away from the more Disney-esque efforts and incorporate more fast-paced humour that Tex Avery had been doing with his shorts. Character-wise, the year started off with Beans still being considered a star character, with Porky being the supporting character. He would also be teamed up with Ham and X in a few shorts that didn't quite take off as expected, but at the end of the day, the audience had spoken. They loved Porky with his unique stuttering voice and his personality, an appearance that was refined over time between the different directors. Beans, along with Ham and X, would last appear in Westward Woe, and Beans would have a brief cameo in Plain Dippy. The shorts would also start using the now famous colour ring openings, with the Merry Melodies also using Merrily We Roll Along, which was first featured in 1935's Billboard Frolics and reused again in this year's Toy Town Hall. Porky would also get his own theme, first appearing in the short The Village Smithy, though that would be short-lived and replaced after a few cartoons. And lastly, longtime Looney Tunes composer Carl Starling would join the studio. He had worked at the Disney studios helping to launch the Silly Symphony series, and after working at our Biworks studio, he would arrive at Leon Schlesinger's studio to compose his first Looney Tunes cartoon, Porky's Poultry Plant. 1936 would draw to a close with the studio finally finding its footing, though it wouldn't be until the following year that things would start to get really loony. And now on to my overall thoughts. 1936 would start off a little slow, with Tex Avery leading the pack, but by the year's end, things would improve considerably. This is the first year for me that felt like the Looney Tunes we all know and love. Not everything was a home run, especially in the first half, but once Jack King leaves with Tashlin taking over for him, and once Friz Freleng starts getting more faster paced with his shorts, things really start to come together. I would even go so far to suggest that if you are planning on watching the Looney Tunes in order, start with the Gold Diggers of 49 from 1935 and then watch the shorts from this year. The vast majority of the shorts from the previous years are for completists only. And now on to my favourite cartoons. Unlike the previous year, we have tons to choose from. For this year onwards, since there is more variety, I will not only do my favourite shorts of each character, but also from each director. And yes, it is also possible that there might be some overlaps, so here we go. Let's start off with Beans, and my favourite short with him in it would have to be Boom Boom, which coincidentally happens to be my favourite Jack King short of the year. It's fast-paced and features many great gags in a war setting, and it's also one of the better Jack King shorts done at Warner's overall. With the Merry Melodies, I have to lean towards Page Miss Glory. It is easily one of the most amazing looking shorts, even rivaling what Chuck Jones would do in his later years at the studio. Plus it's funny, really funny. Out of the Merry Melodies that Friz Freleng would direct, my favourite would have to be The Coconut Grove. I love the shorts that feature all sorts of obscure celebrities where I would try and figure out who they are and what they've done. This one, just like the others, is a fascinating time capsule. My favourite Porky for the year, which also happens to be my favourite Frank Tashlin for the year, is Little Bo Porky. Now while Porky's Poultry Plant may be the first Tashlin short, this one was the one I felt was Tashlin taking things to the next level. His direction on this short is masterful and is easily one of the funniest efforts of 1936. And lastly, my favourite Tex Avery short would have to be Milk and Money. It is an amazing short that crams so much in, and yet none of it feels rushed. It is incredibly funny and features everything you'd expect from a Tex Avery short. My runner-up would have to be The Village Smithy, which I was tossing up between those two shorts being my favourite, but I think this one edges it out ever so slightly. And hey, they're both pretty good, so you know what? Watch them both. And now on to my least favourite cartoons. Because sadly, not all of 1936 was filled with gems. I will just focus on my least favourites for each major character and series. Now for Beans, my least favourite is easily The Phantom Ship. It's not a particularly funny short, and it's more strange, but not in a good way. The other shorts featuring Ham and X, along with Beans, weren't that much better, but this one was the worst in my opinion. For Porky, it was a tough one, as the vast majority were solid, but Shanghai Shipmates would have to be my least favourite of this year. It's not particularly funny to me, and again, as is the case with a lot of Jack King's shorts, it's just strange. Now, Fish Tales would be a very close second. Now, as for the Merry Melodies, it would have to be I Wanna Play House. I was originally going to pick Sunday Go to Meeting Time due to its racial content, but at least with that one, it had some decent visuals and some great music. But with this one, it was just boring. Really, really boring. Some nice animation to be sure, but it really was a whole lot of nothing. And now for the moment you've all been waiting for, the Animation Showcase of 1936, showcasing the weirdest and the funniest moments of the year. Enjoy.
sing 'cause I'm gay.
No! Stop it! No, don't! Oh! Stop it! Help! I want service! Service!
Service.
Miss Glory!
Miss Glory?
She's a charming Miss Glory.
Miss Glory? Hot diggity dog!
A lovely Miss Glory.
Miss Glory?
A beautiful Miss Glory.
Miss Glory?
The adorable Miss Glory.
Miss Glory?
The one and only.
In her suit trimmed with ermine, she looked just as cute as can be. When bedtime drew near, she would skate on her ear. An ice skater's daughter was she.
Oh, thank you, Sonny. Here's a penny.
They can't get me now.
Open in the name of the law.
Go away!
Massey, Cornelius, Washington, Otis, Lincoln, Abner, Ellen, Ulysses, Casper, Jefferson, Filbert, Horatius, Narcissus, Pig.
Chase your tail!
Can't get away. I have my eye on you.
You don't love me anymore. Did I scare you, Daddy?
Yes, sir.
You can't do this to... Look, Lulu, look.
Oh,
We're Broadway bound, Lulu. We're gonna be the big shots.
You can't...
Hello, Stranza. I love to sing about the moon and the June and the springer. I love to sing about a sky of blue or tea for two and sing with
A jail singer, a groona, stop! Even though you know your heart is breaking, laugh, clown, laugh.
I'm forever blowing flowers.
Yeah, Simple Simon met a Simon going to the fair. Said Simple Simon said Simple Simon to the pieman, let me taste your ware. Said the pieman Simple Simon first. Said pieman to Simple Simon first. Let me see your penny. Said Simon to the pieman, indeed, oh well, sure.
They're all very funny. Stop! Keep up the good work. Stop! Good luck. Stop! The gang!
Drop that pill, you little foreman.
They go into a huddle. The ball is snapped. He's running back. It's a trick play. It looks like a pass, a forward pass. There, it is a pass. And again they pass. A lateral. And another. And another. He's down. He's up. He's down. He's up. And again they pass. And he fumbles.
If you don't have the money by tomorrow at 3 o'clock, I take the farm. He'll never make it. Well, you will.
Strike one! Strike two!
Ooh, you better hit it.
That's all right. I only need one ball.
Porky Pig! Attention! Attention! Por- Upstage, play all day with that good hay to me. Upstage, play I'm gay. Upstage.
No. Ready, go. Out! Out!
Sinewy hands, and the muscles on his brawny arms are strong as iron bands. No, no, strong as iron bands. And
Stop it up!
just had a hot horse shoe like this, and I was running like this, and...
So that was the 1936 year in review, the year where the Looney Tunes finally started to find their own identity and became the cartoons we all know and love. And the good news, things get even better over the next few years. Thanks for watching, guys, and until next time.